One of my stupidest moments. I really don't feel good about this. I'm not alone today. Mathilde is finally here. So what are we up to today, Mathilde?
Action.
It's fine. You hurt your back.
Good.
Slight problem. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to make sure that everything is clean.
You're so stoked and
I smell bad.
only when you're stressed.
Wish me luck. Okay, here we go. I'm back. It's the 2nd of December. Yesterday I cleaned the workshop. Today I'm planning the next steps for the subfloor. So it's all on, but it's not actually fixed properly. I'm gonna go get the right fixing. I'm gonna use CPC brackets for the subfloor, like between the subfloor and the trailer. But yeah, making sure I've got the right fixing and I'm not skipping any steps. And that's gonna be probably the next 2 days, as well as installation. So getting all the material, getting installation, and then I'll start hopefully the flooring. And after that, framing, but let's not get ahead too much. But right now I've got my little list of stuff I'm gonna buy, and I'm gonna head to Bunnings. So let's do it. Hi, I'm back. Do you want to hear a funny story? So, if you want to buy polystyrene, don't put it on your roof. Just don't put it on your roof. Because I did, and I thought I did a good job at tying it down. And as soon as I went on a highway, again, like it was just a tiny portion of the highway, and it broke instantly. So I went at like maybe 60 k's an hour. Then it broke down, the bottom, and then the top broke up. It wasn't sticking out a lot. I made it on purpose. I just wanted it to stick out so I could see it from my windscreen, but at the same time, not too much so it wouldn't break. And I thought with, 4 pieces together, the wind wouldn't go between them, but it did. And then it broke. Oh my God, I heard the noise and I was like, so I went out of my car, obviously, and got all of my little pieces of polystyrene that flew away. There was not a lot of people on the highway, and it was just the start of it, so it was okay. But yeah, not my brightest moment. I don't know if anyone filmed it, and I'm gonna be on the internet now. So yeah, what I should probably have done is a piece of ply at the bottom and a piece of ply at the top to sandwich those sheets of polystyrene together, but I didn't do that. So one of my stupidest moment. I really don't feel good about this. Definitely not going to do anything for the rest of the day. I think I should just, wrap it up. Don't judge me because I'm doing this already. And yeah, I'm just gonna go and chill because this is too much. Welcome back to episode 2 of The Shepherd's Heart. I'm not alone today. Mathilde is finally here. I'm just showing her what I've been doing, and she's gonna check everything I've done. She got all the important stuff. She made all the plans, so that's good. And here she is. So mainly just cleaning the mess I've made and just, checking all the stuff. And just make a big plan, trying not to talk too much about our life and having too much fun.
Just a bit of morning therapy before you start a job. Oh, it's perfect.
See, here you go. I've been working really well. But yeah, I made a...
No, I can check the other one.
Oh.
Have you done your diagonals?
Yeah, I have. I might have moved though.
Shit, 3385.
I might have to redo it. But yes, there's like a few problems that...
5 mil.
There's a few problems that I've got. I'm gonna have to talk about it and just make some modification maybe.
3 mils.
Acceptable. and then yeah, make a plan for the next few days. Actually, she's
Can I stand on this?
not the edges though yet.
Right there?
The middle, yeah. Just testing the strength as well.
Is it fixed?
Yes, yeah, it should be. It's just not braced yet.
Ah, ça roule!
Yeah, there's no brakes on it. I think. So it's looking good so far, but definitely some stuff we're gonna have to modify or check. But yeah, long conversation about everything, about the plans,
It's looking
and then maybe we might do some work. We might do some work, but can't guarantee it. So Mathilde,
Oh, I think it's the action.
okay, hold on. So what are we up to today, Mathilde?
Action.
And what time is it?
So, Sunday 5 p.m. I just arrived. I was actually a little bit early. We've got a major problem.
Yeah.
One is this looks dangerously close,
Yeah.
but we don't know. Maybe it's not an issue. Maybe they're never going to touch. Second problem is the whole frame kind of has a bit of give, so we don't know. We're thinking of raising our little bearer bar, putting another layer of bearer on top of it between the subfloor and the bearers to avoid having that touch.
Ces jaunes sont magnifiques. So we've used those ones to fix everything together. Bugle screws to fix the subfloor to the trailer, and also CPC brackets. Those are usually used between the bottom plate and studs, and then that one is usually used between post and bearers. So yeah, making sure that everything is connected together. We used tech screws as well. You can use nails, but yeah, we did use tech screws. So hopefully it just doesn't go anywhere. Once that was done, I again just made sure that everything was square and level and also flat. So I need to be able to run level all the way across, so I need to be able to slide it on every joist, and you don't want any joist to be a bit lower or higher. So when one of the joists was a bit higher, I just used the electric planer. Didn't film that, but you're just gonna have to trust me just to check that we had a square flat level subfloor to work on.
Marie got some lovely recycled flooring that we're just going to strip. We're going to strip the existing polyurethane with this stuff. Hopefully it's the right stuff.
Yeah, I bought that. Hopefully it's the right stuff, and also I don't want to spend 2 days sanding.
Yeah, and here's our beautiful polyurethane floors. They've got a lovely orange tinge if that's what you're into, but we're not. So we're just going to strip that, test the product, and if it's all good, we can do the whole thing and our floor will be ready to go.
Woo. Nice. All right, Mathilde's now gonna just gonna show us how strong she is. Fine.
Ça va nous prendre 15 ans.
C'est possible.
Je pense que On peut faire des longs trucs, tu vois.
Ouais. The next step now is going to be insulation of the subfloor. We're going to use that polystyrene that I dropped on the road. Le bordel. Yeah, the next day, that's what we did yesterday. So it was quite of a challenge because again, we are only getting like flooring in big chunks and not individual flooring boards. So we put the glue on and then we used pins as well, put it in place, clamps, and then wedges. So I'm gonna take those wedges off and see if it stays. It's better if it does. And then we're gonna keep doing the flooring. Hopefully by tonight, we have an entire floor, or I don't know, maybe I'm gonna just have a breakdown and cry. Let's see what happens. We are one man down because while she was working, she hurt herself.
Actually helped the neighbour.
Actually, she helped a neighbour.
It's his fault.
So it's the neighbour's fault, but you hurt your back. And now you just...
Booking an appointment with the osteo.
Yeah, because health and safety, guys. But yeah, so we're going to see what we can do today, but obviously...
I'm just going to be giving advice from afar.
just...
And by advice, I mean orders.
Welcome to...
Shepherd Hut Health.
Being healthy on site and doing exercise for your lower back.
Push vers là et moi je pousse vers là.
Comme ça?
Yeah, just that's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, other side. Yeah, keep pushing, girl. Keep pushing. Beautiful.
Another cool detail about this flooring is usually when you lay your boards, the joint need to go on the joist. You can't have like joints kind of flying on top of nothing. So you always want to have something under them. It's the weakest point. But the thing is, there is tongue and groove here. So we can just put the plank however we want really and not really care where those are, because here you can see it just doesn't end up on the joist. So that's pretty cool. That means we don't have to add fixing under them. It should make our life a bit easier for that job. Slight problem. I'm gonna show you. Those are two different planks. So those were together and this is all together. So it's actually really hard to get it really tight. Obviously, when you can push one board at a time, you can make sure there's no gap, but when something big like this, it's actually really hard. You need a lot of strength to be able to like close the gap. And we've got pins, but they're obviously, I don't know, not strong enough to actually hold this in place. And I've tried to like, it actually works. Like if I really push it hard with the chisel, but then there's no way of like fixing it or stopping it from moving. So I try to like, I try my ratchet ties, you know, like a little screw here and then a little screw here, and then it will just tighten everything together and close this gap, which works. But I where's the other end? I actually broke them, so that's what happened. It just yeah, broke on me. I just managed to close a little bit this gap, but it's not huge. Like if you look at the size of the floor, it's okay. It's not the best, but this is the best I can get with what I've got. You have to, you know, if you want to work with recycled material, you have to be a bit more forgiving. Just, you have to lower your standards. That's what I meant. If you work with recycling material, it's not always going to work well. And this is the only way I can use that flooring, was just to use big planks of it. What I'm going to do though, for the next plank, is making sure that the tongue and groove has nothing in it. So I'm going to go outside and clean it again, because here you can see a little bit of dry glue. So I just need to make sure that the next one is completely clean, the groove and the tongue, and hopefully I can get rid of that gap. Here you can see, like, this is what was already existing. So here I've got a big gap all the way along. So, and they put wood filler in it to hide it. So as long as it's not worse than this, I'll be fine. But it is a little bit annoying for a carpenter to be okay with gaps in your flooring. I don't know why. It's just, you want it to be perfect, but it's actually pretty good. And yes, again, because it's like solid timber flooring, those are big planks, thick. They're like 18 mil. So it's really hard to move them where you want them to be. If the timber decided it's going to do a bow, it will. And no amount of glue. Maybe if you've got clamps, but we don't have clamps that are big enough to hold them in, which is such a shame. And those ratchet ties, obviously not going to cooperate today. So I'm going to give up on this gap, but I'm going to try to make sure that the rest is really tight. Okay, wish me luck. I'm going to show you how I do the next one. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to make sure that everything is clean. So the floorboards are clean. The one that's already in here is nice and clean as well. And my joist. Second, I'm going to dry fit it first, just to make sure I didn't miss any piece of glue or anything. Because the timber is literally doing this, I'm going to go all the way along here and making sure that that goes in here by having like just enough cut to put in my tongue on the other side, and then I can try to hammer it in. Let's just see if that works. Alright, so it goes in. There's a little gap here, but that I can do something about. There you can see the wood just doing like this. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. So I'm gonna have to use wedge all the way along, making sure that this is actually going like flat. So yeah, I'm going to try to take it out without breaking the tongue here, and then I'll put the glue in and then do that again. Okay, I didn't break anything. I did a little choke line so I know where to stop with the glue. Just a little note, once you install your flooring, it's usually not a workbench, so you do want to keep it clear of anything that could damage it. That could be nails, screws, like even a little stone that could actually damage it if you walk on it. Just don't look at what I'm doing. Do what I say. But yeah, just something to think about, because once they, you know, nice and stained. You don't want any hole in them, so. Now I'm going to use some PVA glue to put on the tongue and in the groove of the next boards. I'm putting it on both of them because it's always stronger when you put glue on both sides of whatever you want to fix together. So usually try to put it on both substrate and you're going to get a stronger bond. Ouais, on va mettre du pâtis partout, franchement, on va mettre du ciment, c'est très génial. Non, là-bas, il faut vraiment lower your standard avec du timber. En attendant, j'ai besoin de petits bouts là. Ouais.
How does it feel to finish the floor? You're so stoked. How is it? How is it?
It just feels like, oh, it's done now. There's those other 1,000 things to do.
Yeah. But let's celebrate the wins. We got a floor. I'll do a little Beth build.
So Mathilde, how does it feel?
I'm just scrolling because I just need a break.
From all of this action?
Well, I'm glad someone's going to stop stress sweating.
Because that's disgusting and smelly.
Because that's the worst part of this job.
Are you telling me I smell bad?
Only when you're stressed. I do
nice
too. I just don't take this seriously, so I haven't been sweating yet. It's all good. It's all good.
Maybe because you stressing me out, Mathilde.
Could be. That could be quite right.
No, I love you. This is our first frame.
Wobbly